Yes, I said it. I know it's ebonics, urban, different, but this ain't your grandmama's fam for show. You understand what I'm saying? Now, all those that remember ironing your pants until you had a crease in them so sharp that they could cut your friends, raise your hand. All those that can remember being put to bed early, no questions asked, raise your hands. Now, all those remember that whatever mama and dad, or particularly mama, grandma, slaved over that stove to give you something to eat, you know what I'm saying? You didn't eat it, it was gonna be trouble in the house. All those that remember that, raise your hand. Alright? Well, obviously 21st century up on Poonicker Avenue, we got a whole different story, dude. Yeah. Welcome to the Coach's Corner. This show ain't your grandmama's family, man. For sure. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. The Coach's Corner, man. I'm telling you, this parenting thing, man, has got me on a roll, bruh. I'm on the last child of 4, and I surely don't even want no more. Don't even want to hold one too long, unless I start having flashbacks. You see what I'm saying? But listen, this ain't your grandmama's family for sure, man. I mean, for real. I mean, it's gone. Those days are gone, man. They are gone. Unless you rich and got a nanny. You know what I'm saying? And you got 3 or 4, you got butlers and all this. You got servants or something. You know, you might, you know what I'm saying? But man, this show enough. I mean, you remember your grandmother telling you, look, my grandmother used to say, hey, that rug right there, that little wrinkle in that rug, you need to straighten that out right quick. My grandfather, I had a step grandfather, my regular grandfather. My grandfather was looked like he was like 6, about 6'8", 6'9", somewhere around in there. And my step grandfather was about 6 feet. So they both were tall. But when they said something to you, you know, it's like a telephone pole standing over you saying, I'm gonna fall on you if you don't do what you're supposed to do. But the times have changed. The whole point of the podcast today, the times have changed. You got to be more flexible if you're going to make it. Because if you listen, if you twist and turn and got to have your way as a parent, and you got to have things, I mean, I'm not saying the order and authenticity of who you are should always ooze out, and that's what's going to be emulated overall, and that's what's going to set the tone, believe it or not, the inner psychosocial piece that you have. But listen, I'm talking about the semantics, the logistics of the external part of what we deal with on a daily basis. You know, I'm just talking about the daily grind at the house. You know what I'm saying? Preparation for tomorrow. Eat what's made for you, especially if it's good. I mean, but did you know? Let me just piggyback on that eating thing. You know, my wife had slaved over the stove and everything for the family on a Sunday evening, and my son, you know, he had a lot of things on his mind, and so anyway, the moral of the story is, you know, my wife said to him, well, you should have eaten. I slaved over that right there. You should have, and it was good. Your daddy even said it was good. You should have ate it. And you know my echo. You know me. I'm the coach. I'm right there with her. I'm like, yeah, you should have ate it. So I tried to encourage him to eat and everything like that. And knowing this, I held my 6-shooter in the pouch. Teenagers go through, I was an early childhood major, so this saves the day, okay? For me, teenagers go through a bout or a sprout or time, a season, as they're growing, where they don't want to eat. Then they go through a season where they eat everything in sight. They go through a season where they need a lot of sleep. From 13 to, I want to still say 17 years old, teenagers are in a storm. And so the older generation was no nonsense. Of course, there was no competition, not a whole lot to compete. But the new generation need to be up on the facts. The fact of the matter is, I could have pushed the issue like my grandmother did. Look, we made it. You gonna eat it or else. But the bottom line is, teenagers, chemically, psychosocially, physically, are going through a storm. Bet you didn't know that, huh? Look it up. Look up what your 13-year-old is going through. Look up what your 15-year-old is going through. Boy or girl, they're both going to be different set of dynamics. But the bottom line is, this ain't your grandmother's family, yo. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, they didn't care to look up nothing on no Google. I said it. You gonna sit. You gonna go. You gonna come when I say so. But we're in a different generation. Generation of information, a generation of education, and you gotta act like you know. And you're going to have to suffer inside as a parent with some of the values that you were raised, or some of the methods that you were raised by, knowing that you can't control everything. And when you learn that you can't control everything, the child will be more in control. Now, I didn't say don't be in control at all. But just remember, this ain't your grandmama's family, yo. And that's the true T.I. what it is. And I'll catch you next time. Don't forget to follow me right here, Spreaker, Facebook, Twitter, and subscribe to me on YouTube. I might can help you. This the coach. That's what they call me, ain't? All right, y'all. Holla back.